Hello, let's have a look then at your homework. So here it is on my screen, and I'm working on paper to show you the answers. First question, we've got subtraction of 7,000 subtract 65.8. So when I've laid it out, I've made sure that my place value columns are accurate with my ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. And there I've got the tenths column. So to help me, I'm going to put my decimal points in line before I then draw my answer box. I'm going to try and keep this neat and scan it in, hopefully, to become the answer sheet. Now in that gap, I'm going to put the zero, the invisible zero placeholders that are in there. We just can't normally see them. And then I can start to subtract, and I'm going to do a whole lot of exchanging. I think that's a personal best. 10 subtract 8 is 2. 9 subtract 5 is 4, 9 subtract 6 is 3, 9 subtract 0 is 9, 6 subtract 0 is 6. So that's my answer. Okay, on question 2, we've got a question on the order of operations. Now remember, anything in brackets, we do it first. So 9 subtract 7, well, that's 2. And I'll rewrite the rest. So I've got 16 divided by 2 is 8. Okay, on question 3, I need to put these numbers in order, smallest to largest. So what I've done is write them out as a list, making sure that my place value is accurate. So I've got my ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, and 100,000s. And that helps me. I'm starting with the most valuable column, the 100,000s. I can see, well, I've got 5, 5, and 5. So it's one of these three numbers that's the largest number. So I'm going to look at the 10,000s now. Remember it was there, or that. Well, that one's got no 10,000s, so it's level pegging so far between the first and the last number in my list. Let's look at the thousands column. Oh, it's a 0 and a 0. So I'm going to go to the hundreds column. It's a 5 and a 2. So that must be the largest number. Now remember, I've got the question asked me to order them smallest to largest. So that's the largest number. I'm going to put it down here at the end of my list. 540,500. Okay, I'm going to tick that off because I've used it. Now, that must be the next largest number, because remember it was between those two. So I've got 540,250. Tick that one, I've used it. Now remember, the only other number with 500,000s was this one. So that must be the next largest. 504,500. There we go. Take that one off. Okay, now, the next largest number must be this one, because it's the only one of the ones I haven't used with any 100,000. So that's 450,000. There we go. Use that one. Now look. I've got it between these numbers. So again, I'm looking at the most valuable column. I've got a 4, I've got a 5. So that's 5 10,000s, 50,000 in that number. So 54,000. And then the smallest number must be that one. 40,500. Okay, I've got a fraction divided by a whole number. Remember, a whole number, we show it writing it over 1 as the denominator. I don't do dividing by fractions. I'm going to inverting and flip that second fraction into 1/3. First fraction stays the same. Times across. Times across. And I can't simplify it. 7/24 it is. Okay, on here, right, we're dividing by 31, so I'm going to generate my known facts with the 3 times table. 12. 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, and turn it into the 30 times table by making it 10 times more. There we go. Then, the 1 times table, that won't be too challenging. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then if I add those together, I get the 31 times table, so 62, 93. 124, 155, 186, 217, 248, 279 and 310. Now remember, we're never going to need 10 times on here. If we ever need to write a digit more than 10 up here, unless it's a remainder, something's gone wrong. Let's start to divide, which at the moment we're using that short division method. 31, how many in 3? 0. We're going to have 3 left over. How many 31s in 38? That's going to be 1, remainder 7. How many 31s in 71? Let's have a look. 93 would be too high, so it must be 62. That's 1, 2. I think I'd have a remainder of 9. How many 31s in 93? Well, there's 93. 1, 2, 3. It's 123. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then finally, we've got the question. 8.7 multiplied by 2.5. And I put a little reminder that you should have the same number of decimal places in your answer as in the question. So I'm going to start by using the long multiplication methods we've been practicing in class, timesing them as if they aren't decimal numbers, as if they're whole numbers. So 5 times 7 is 35. 5 times 8 is 40. Add the 3 is 43. Now I can times by the tens. That's why I've got 0 the hero. So it isn't 2, it's 20, so 10 times more. 2 times 7 is 14. 2 times 8 is 16. Add the 1 makes 17. And now we can add those together. 2175. Now remember, I've got 2 decimal places in that question. So I need 2 decimal places in my answer. So the answer is actually 21.75.